Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Life with the Hoods. And if you're new here, my name is Nina. I am the mom of this bunch of boys I have. And today we are cleaning out our loft space. As y'all can see, there are plants up here I just forgot all about. My fish tank, toys. It just became a catch-all space. And today we are tackling this. At the top of 2025, I told you guys I am tackling everything in my house from top to bottom. So hang out with us as we declutter the first half of this loft. We originally started by pulling everything out this closet a few days before because we had to get our hot water tank replaced because it bust. Thank goodness there was no water inside the house because of the design. Everything went outside. It's like a little tube or whatever, so all the water was going straight outside. And so that also caused us to not know that the hot water tank bust because it was on the side of the house I don't even go on. So that's a funny story how I found all of that or whatever. But we got that fixed. And now we're just cleaning out our storage area because we have not vacuumed in there forever because we keep like all these bins of Christmas stuff, traveling stuff in there. So we was like, hey, this is a perfect opportunity to go ahead and, get all the spider webs that just been collecting in this area because this door is closed like for years. Now, as far as going through those bins, we did that recently, maybe like 2-3 years ago, of things that we really wanted to keep. So we decided, let's skip that today. We're not going to go through these bins. We're just going to put those back in our storage area. And of course, our youngest was there on the scene to help. He was so like, oh, I got to use my muscles, Dad. Let me help you. So, he jumped in and helped his dad. And I just think that's so cute of him wanting to always help. Now, Dad's little helper helped as much as he could, but it turned into, Dad, can I have your phone? I want to play Roblox. Of course, son. So, he let him do it. And so now Dad is on his own, y'all, because I'm in the other room, like, trying to bring everything closer. Like, okay, let's keep this. I did get rid of a few things that was in there because, y'all, I don't want to say I'm a hoarder, but I like to keep a lot of stuff. For memories, I don't know why I like to hang on to a lot of stuff. I'm like I still have all the party decorations from my 11-year-old first birthday party. And it's in this closet. So I was doing pretty good trying to get rid of a lot of stuff. I'm a plant mom, and because I've just become so busy, y'all, I have been neglecting my babies. I really have. So everything that was like, no longer living, I got rid of things. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take my time and try to bring back to life. I'm going to keep those. Like a lot of the plants I've had for a very long time, like this monstera leaf, I grew that from seeds. I am so proud of myself. And I'm like, I got to keep this baby. Does it need to be repotted? Yes. Did I have time to do it that day? No. I said, it's just going to have to wait to spring. And I had so many plants, y'all. Like that plant stand was full of plants. But I'm just kind of transitioning in my life right now that I have so many hobbies, but it's like I truly don't have time for all of them. And I got to wrangle this in and kind of only focus for a few plants. So I'm cleaning this plant stand off, and I am rehoming this to my aunt. She was like, oh yes, I want one of them. I always wanted one. I'm like, auntie, you can have mine. I'm going to, clean it up real good and make sure we get that to you. Now, as we were cleaning up, I was hearing like some noises outside. And y'all, I was out there being a little nosy neighbor child. So I was looking to see what was going on. And, that whole incident turned into something real big later on. But I was being a little nosy. But back to me cleaning. And these plants also do need a little repotting as well. Kind of trimming them down. But it's just not something we're going to be able to do today. I'm just going to have to wait till springtime. Now, what's a cleaning video without the boys helping? Of course they're coming in because guess what? This is their mess. So, one thing that I kind of pride myself on is I still buy my children physical books. As much as the world is moving to, so interactive on the web, on a device all day long, I still think it's important for my children to have tangible reading material. So they have been collecting these books ever since my 11-year-old was a baby. And even there's some that was passed down to my from my oldest child down to Hunter when he was a baby. So we're just kind of going through all these books, and they're going to make 3 piles. They're making a trash pile, donation pile, and a keep pile. And the trash pile, y'all probably saying like, oh, why are you throwing away books? So this a pile to where, at some point in time, they may have went in and ruined the books, like color on them, ripped pages. So there won't be like a good reading experience if they pass along. And so we're going to have to throw those away. I think this is so important to let my boys do this because I am allowing them to make the decisions on the things that they want to keep or get rid of. I am a firm believer that this helps make healthy learning habits and decision-making skills. And I'm going to give you guys a little insider tip how I was able to get this done with them. So the boys pull out each book. They have to look at the book and they have to agree on the decision that's going to happen with it. Either they're going to keep it or get rid of it. If they're not able to make a decision, we're going to have to set it to a side until they do. They have to agree on it. It's a voting rule. Because they own the books together. So it needs to be a collective decision, not just one. As this process got further and further along, I kind of stepped in because Hawk started seeing some books. And Hawk is my baby. And he's like, Mommy, I want this. So they was like, hey, why don't we, make a little pile for Hawk to keep? So all the baby books that they want to pass down to Hawk, and they asked Hawk if he want them. Of course, he said yes to every book. So we got him a little, book collection going of his own. So Hunter passed down his very first book, which is his favorite book. And his all-time favorite book is Brown Bear, Brown Bear. Y'all, my kid is 11. And when I tell y'all, I had to read Brown Bear, Brown Bear at least 5 times a day to my son. And my son went to daycare. So I was reading it 5 times a night every day to the point that where he would recite it to me. And it was just the cutest thing, the cutest moment. And for him to pass down his Brown Bear book to his 3-year-old brother, it was such a cute moment. We also found a Dr. Seuss collection. Shout out to all the Dr. Seuss kids. If you're one of those kids, drop Dr. Seuss lover in the chat for me. Y'all, when my son was 1, he's now 11, we had signed up for like a subscription to it, and they would send him a book every month, and we would read it to him. And because me and his dad grew up off of Dr. Seuss, books, so we thought that was a cool thing for our kid to do when he was younger. So we kept that collection and passed that down to Hawk as well. As y'all can see him in the corner, like setting up his little book collection to put it. Eventually, it's just going to go in his room. He was just so excited. One of the things I love when it comes to like cleaning up, decluttering areas, and you're coming across old pictures you haven't seen in years. The kids thought it was so funny to find old pictures of me and their daddy, old pictures of them as babies, where they're like, I never seen this. And I'm like, yes, you did. You actually in the picture and you saw it. But of course, they have no memory because they were real little. So just going over those things, showing it to them. They was asking questions. And then finding like old obituaries, from past family members. Y'all know, because black folk do not play about the obituaries. Baby, we got to get us one. We going to hold on to them obituaries. So, explaining to them like these people who their family are, where they probably say they never got to meet. So that was kind of cool to do during this whole experience. We found some of the kids' artwork, and we was like, it's time to get those items in areas. So we was also finding homes for everything, or putting this stuff in the right area that it belongs. That's one of the things that we struggle with. We found chargers, even stuff for Halloween, which we did use this year. So I'm proud of myself. I did not go out and buy a lot of new Halloween material. Let me say that. So everything had a home, and I felt so good finally tackling this and getting it done. Showing the kids my yearbooks and pictures. They was laughing like, oh my God, you graduated when? They just feel like I'm just so old. But, showing them like, when you guys get to high school, y'all have one of these too. And you're going to have the same moment with your children when you get older. I promise you. So it was like, it was a fun day. Now, the boys wanted a new home for their trophies. So I said we could put them on this top plant shelf, because I do not plan on replacing those plants, because I'm literally just wasting money because they're not surviving. So got them a new home. And the original plan in my mind was to get rid of this bookshelf, because I was like, we're going to get rid of all these books. We're going to put a shelf in the boys' room on the wall. Whatever little, books they keep, it's just going to be enough for that shelf. But we end up keeping more stuff. And so I'm like, well, you know what? I'll just move the bookshelf. So we just kind of want to get in this area, vacuum it real good. And Harley, and you see, they just, arguing over who wants to vacuum. Y'all, my son love cleaning up. I got to tell y'all a fun story. So when my sons were in daycare when they were younger, they used to love to vacuum so much that, like, in the school, they used to have to, like, put the vacuum up to a side so my boys can get it, because if my boys can get the vacuum first, it was going to be some trouble in that classroom. So they would hold the vacuums so my boys would be able to vacuum. And to this day, y'all, they still love to vacuum. They argue with each other over who's going to vacuum first. I don't know why, but they love to vacuum. So we're keeping this bookshelf, just put it in a new place. And I kind of like it over here for now, but I really did want to get rid of it. And I also want to get rid of this fish tank over there to the left. But my husband's like, no, not yet. We just going to figure out what we want to do with it. But in my mind, we can get rid of this 55-gallon. I think I've kind of like outgrown the idea of having 2 fish tanks. And again, I'm trying to hone in on all these hobbies I have. I got to get this down. So that's how it's looking so far right now. Now, I know what you guys thinking. Oh, my goodness, those plants are on the ground. They need to be staked up. Yada, yada, yada. Yep, I know it. Just not doing it today. But it will get done. And if you made it this far in the video, comment below the names of these 2 big plants in the comment section. I was so scared, y'all. My husband was going to drop my plant because I told y'all I grew this plant here from a seed, literally a seed to this. And I am like, that's my baby. This is like my 5th kid. Sir, you better not break it. But he did good. He got it back in the plant stand. You know, he was just like, you need to go over here and tame this stuff. You need to do this, you need to do that. And I'm like, I will. Yeah, I just didn't have the time today. I need to repot these. And it's already a stake in there. I need to just put them back up on there. But I just didn't have the time. But I think it looks really, really good thus far for part 1. It's a major, major difference. We found a home for everything else, but we got to figure out this fish tank. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead, comment, like it, subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for part 2.